picking him up. Hill against Martin. Hill dishes to Hill. Kicks it to Hibbert. It's Hill on the wing. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Miles. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And steady improvement for Nikola Pekovic over his 4 seasons in the NBA.
Yeah, he's improved his rebound rate every season, and a dramatic improvement protecting the ball. Turnovers used to be a big problem for him, but now it's an area of strength.
Now here is Martin. 7 points in the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot and took to the line to shoot 2.
Minnesota is in a bit of a difficult spot with their road games. They always have to travel a great distance to get to opposing sites because they're in the Western Conference, and that can take a toll over the course of the season.
Then it's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Hill. He has 6. And Hill has it in the corner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Hill.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris. That's for sure. Thanks. Miles. Shot denied. Rubio outside. Bennett setting the pick for Rubio. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Hands it from downtown. Wiggins has got 5 now.
Anthony Bennett had one of the most dismal rookie seasons ever for a #1 overall pick. Really didn't come into camp in great shape. He had shoulder surgery, also had an asthma issue. So he's got to get himself in better condition as he furthers his career.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Indiana. Donald Sloan comes in for C.J. Miles. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Muhammad's checked in, and the Pacers with possession here. Following the 3-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. And the basket by Hill.
Anthony Bennett apparently suffers from asthma and sleep apnea. That might have contributed. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that probably had to contribute to his struggles adjusting to the speed and the demands of the NBA game. Even at UNLV, one criticism was that his motor didn't always run at full throttle, and you can't be ramped up if you haven't slept up.
Here's Sloan after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. The kick out to Hill. We've got 1:55 left here in the 3rd quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for Bennett, the expectations, he, of course, of being the #1 overall pick will continue to weigh heavily on him. Now and out throughout his career, even amidst a weak draft class, that focus and attention can cut both ways.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his inconsistent body language suggested that mentally the pressure was getting to him. Hopefully, he can find a way to get his game back on track.
Kane can't hit. Indiana leading by 9. Hill passes to George. Left side, George.
The league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10" after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
And Paul George with great athleticism and fluidity at his side.
Yeah, he makes it really look easy. He's a very gifted athlete, extremely quick. Not only a foot, but his hands are quick too. Not just a scorer or defender. I mean, he's got a chance to be one of the best do-it-all players in the league as he continues to grow as a passer and ball handler. Rebounding, he's one of the best at his position right now in the league. Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Screen by Scola. Watson kicks to Stucker. Outside, George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Muhammad.
Gorgui Dieng, a Senegalese big man, of course won a national title at Louisville and was really the anchor of that team's championship defense.
And Dieng, not just a shot blocker defensively, he also grabs steals and takes charges. Very smart defensive player who helps in a lot of ways.
Here's Levine. 30 seconds left in the third. Down low, Dieng. They shoot again. The shot misses. Excellent D there for Stola. George with no one around. The good-looking shot from the wing. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. The feed to Dieng. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Watson for three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Paul George is the three with David West at the four. Watson out there with Rodney stuck. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. That's the Pacers 5.
Well, David West, a pro's pro. And a name many might overlook when talking about the best power forwards in the league. But since his arrival in Indy, he's been a big part of what's catapulted that team into the upper echelon. Back-to-back conference finals the last 2 years, and David West is in the middle of their success at both ends of the floor.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. Now here is Martin. Passes it to Garnett. It's taken away by Stuckey. All alone. Oh!
You're kidding me? Power punch right there. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And Garnett misses. And West not the most explosive leader. He won't wow you on the highlight.
Yeah, and that lack of flash, might cost him some attention. But look, this guy can do it all. I mean, he defends, he can score inside, he can go outside and knock down that shot. He's a terrific all-around player.
5 to shoot. It's Hibbert with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Roy Hibbert, the big dog, number 55 for the Pacers, is 7'2", and is a little too big for king-size beds. Every time the Pacers go on the road, he has to take along a special inflatable mattress that he likes to sleep on. Some of the downsides to living large.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Solomon Hill comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for C.J. Watson. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Now here is Hill. Off the screen. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Hibbert's father stands 6'2", and Steve, his mother, is 6'1". But Roy obviously towers over both of them.
Well, he towers over everybody, Kevin. I mean, you look at the family roots. His parents came from the Caribbean. And Roy actually played one game for the Jamaican national team back in 2010. And unfortunately, that actually may rule him out of playing for Team USA. So a very interesting sort of international background there.
Here's Hill. Following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Hill dishes to Miles. Shoots from the elbow. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Timberwolves trail by 15. Dishes it to Martin. Cannot hit. West with some nice D. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Hill penetrating. West with a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
The dish to Muhammad. And he drops it in from the low post. Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, the Timberwolves trading down from the 9th pick in last year's draft to acquire Shabazz Muhammad at 14. He came on late, his field goal percentage improving month after month.
Wiggins is checked in for Minnesota. Here is Miles. Now here's West. Fades away. There's the bucket. Good. West has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Muhammad showing some real promise in his time in the D-League last season, using his strength on the glass and inside. I think he demonstrated to the Timberwolves that he should be getting at least some spot rotational minutes.
Now here's Wiggins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Steve Muhammad, a solidly built 6'6". What do you think his best position is?
I think probably at small forward. He's got a good body, the ability to shoot over the top from three-point range. I'm just not sure he's quick enough to handle a lot of the 2 guards in the league.
Here's Hill. He feeds it to Hibbert. Hibbert with a screen for Hill. He dishes it to Hill. 2 minutes. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
And I know, Clark, that you know Hill well. George, an Indianapolis native, played collegiately at nearby IUPUI.
And Kevin, going now in his 4th season with the Pacers, exactly the kind of support starter you want as a contending team. He's rock solid, really defends his position well, and steady. I'd like to see him be more aggressive in looking for his own offense.
Here's Hill, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Right side Hill. Here is Miles, covered by Martin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, it started a few years ago, and it looks like it's a trend that is here to stay. Sleeve jerseys, once again, making their presence felt in the NBA. I got to admit, I don't see the appeal for players. I never like to shoot with a sleeved shirt on and kind of tugs at your arm, but it sells, and that's the big thing for the league.
The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Now, here's Rubio. Outside Martin. They get a hand on it. Hill against Rubio. Left side West. Shoots from 14. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And the Pacers lead by 20. Well, as Steve was talking about, the sleeves might bother some, others not so much, but with last year and the All-Star teams using them as well as the Christmas games, Clark, it is the de facto special edition jersey now, it seems.
And, you know, it's good for some casual fans who want to support their teams without running around winter wearing a tank top.
Like you and I are doing right now. Here's Hill, following the score by Kevin Garnett. Hill passes to West. 6 to shoot. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Hibbert. Paul George comes in for Solomon Hill. And it's Watson in for George Hill.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
Stolen by Levine. Puts up the prayer. Missed. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.